focusing on the pain that was felt. Shit, I was in the jail. Shit, I needed help. But Twan was locked up and the judge put man on the shelf. Had me cry cause it felt like I was left by myself. All I wanted was to impress niggas with my grinding. Now I ain't trying to prove shit to nobody but Muhammad. Cause most these niggas lied, pop smoke. One time for the most high, he made me a cutthroat. Cause all I ever wanted was to smash my opponents. Stacking cash, not knowing it wouldn't last. Then God, I hope you accept my atonement. Cause all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was a gangster. The decisions that I made was from the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was a gangster. The decisions that I made were from the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster.
AAB with the key.
Chapter 5, verse 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness.
At the what?
Strangeness of his salvation.
With the oppressor called UFOs, walking from chariots, clouds, the return of the new king, from the tribe of Judah, who would be the so-called Negroes in America today.
You don't really got a place in my salvation.
Straight salvation.
Sexuality straight, my salvation.
Straight salvation.
You gon' slay till you break my salvation.
Straight salvation.
The doubt of itself is what would say you ate my salvation.
Straight salvation.
You gon' do all your time, all of your crimes. Trying to steal our shine, fucking with mine, devils gon' die. And forgot about past is bastard, die with your master fast and nuclear blast, disaster, cast the last slave and straight salvation. Take it for the Lord, a man of war, and my king is bloody as a sword. Flame of fire in his eyes, vengeance is yours against the wicked to the core. I can't uphold, but I can't ignore cries that you know, cries of the poor. It's for your good in my nation, so y'all can bleed my salvation. For the disgrace of the occasion, been waiting patient for a taste of my super strange soul. As they phase me back off the spaceship, I met your face, no hesitation. Screaming Yahweh, Shai, like your last wave of invasion. With them 200 million angels with four faces, who gon' face us? Get that call to the throne, singing that same song. It is true. Sing that say bow down to a priest and lick up the dust off of thy room. Into my whip you gon' take, skin cancer you gon' bake. Pick and crop on my estate, your fate too late. And ain't nowhere safe out of space. And ooh, I can't wait. You don't really got a place in my salvation.
Straight salvation.
Sexuality straight, my salvation.
Straight salvation.
You gon' slay till you break my salvation.
Straight salvation.
The doubt of itself is what would say you ate my salvation.
Straight salvation.
You gon' do all your time, all of your crimes. Trying to steal our shine, fucking with mine, devils gon' die. If it got about past, it's bastard. Die with your master fast and nuclear blast. Disaster cash the last. The slave and straight salvation. 400 years of the slaves running. You to earn about 800. Cause you stayed hunting and you overdone it with your drugging and locking us up for nothing. Now the roads are buffing on my headband. Flow the lids when they come marching in. Keep you drip with the fringes falling. With not a single cent up on me. Prison of power, 144,000 in the hour. You devoured the world as ours. Wasn't scared to doubt it. Ain't come up out it. You became no cowards. Jewelry shower, my ribs and dower. Powder gems for they face to flower. My city's proud to go streets. My house is gonna be a tower. No evils out it. Ride around in my drops of damn. Made the golden diamonds. Fuck a man. She passes.
Oh yeah, clap, clap, clap it up. Oh man, absolutely, absolutely. Most High in Christ, Shalom, Shalom, Israel. Yahabashim Shah Brakathon to my brothers. Yahshema Alathon Bashim Shah to our sisters. You know what time it is. You know what day it is. It's Saturday. You understand? And welcome to the Sabbath service under the ISUPK Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge. Start off with 1 West. Hunter and Fisher Hallelujah under Comanche Hunter. You understand? As always, we teach that the blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians are the true Jews, the true Israelites of the Bible. You understand? The Most High's favorite. All right. And above all else, the white man and everybody else who is not Israel is the oppressor, or it's like it is the devil the Bible speaks of. All right. Most High in Christ. I am your priest from the east of Dartmouth. Also with me, my main man, my mellow, is the spirit of the sword. You understand? Mr. Cut 'em Up. Rakar Karab in the building. It's good to be back. All right. Most High in Christ. Very good. And with that, I imagine.
Mayashala.
Excellent. All right. Israel, I imagine, as we prepare for the reading of the prayers. Hakuram means to face east. Charge me to turn.
The Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malawaka. Taba'ah. Zaka. Hayah. Aisha. Baratza. Kawak. Hayah. Bashemayim. The Dalanawa. The Come. Cow. The Wum. Wasalaknawa. Kawanak Slaki. Kawafnawa. Kasalaknawa. Kawafinawa. Wala'ah. Abiyanawa. Banisaya 1. Abal. Abashanawa. Mayan. Rod. Kaya. Laka. Amalakwa. Wa'ala. Akapara. Lawalumya. Amen.
This Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Give us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
Prepare for the Akat, the power in Hebrew. Yahweh. By Shem Yahushua. Baba Kushah. The Dalanawa. Akat. Lerabah. Kal Magalah. Kal Marawa. Akat. The Tahar. Amatazrai. Akat. The Hakwi. Maki. Akat. Arakawa. Tamala. The Garshan. By Shem Yahushua. The Wadaman.
It's the prayer for the power in the English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal.
Power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
Power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to cleanse the leper.
Power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
Power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean spirits.
Cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
By Hashem Yahushua.
Hashem Yahushua.
Barak Lanawa.
Barak Lanawa.
Wayasha Allah.
Wayasha Allah.
Wahabiyah.
Wahabaya.
Sapari.
Parium.
By Hashem Yahushua.
Hashem Yahushua.
The water Aman.
Water Aman. Pray and bless Israel in the English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Al-Hahari.
Al-Hahari.
Ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Azariah.
Isaiah.
Azariah.
Isaiah.
Ma'ayim.
Ma'ayim.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shemayim.
Shemayim.
Warazah.
Razah.
Ayatan.
Ayatan.
Number what?
Number what?
Regalka.
Regalka.
Al-What? Slaki. Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shemarka.
Shemarka.
Anala'ah.
Anala'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Hey, your son.
Hey, your son.
Shamamar.
Shamamar.
Yasha'Allah.
Yash'Allah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shemarka.
Shemarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Zalka.
Zalka.
Al-Yad.
Al-Yad.
Yanka.
Yanka.
Yamamam.
Yamamam.
Hashemash.
Hashemash.
La'ah Yakaka.
Ayakaka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Lalayla.
Lagila.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashemarka.
Yashmarka.
Kalrad.
Kalrad.
Yashemar.
Yashmar.
Off the Pascha.
Off the Pascha.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashemar.
Yashmar.
Tazaka.
Tazaka.
Wabuaka.
Wabuaka.
Ma'atah.
Ma'atah.
I Awalam.
I will. Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up my eye to the
I
hill.
will lift up my eyes to the hill.
From whence cometh my help?
From which comes my help?
My help comes from
My
Yahweh,
help coming from Yahweh.
which made heaven and earth.
Make heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
should neither slumber
shall neither slumber
nor sleep.
nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee
Yahweh shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy
He
soul.
shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in.
from this time forth,
From this time forth,
even forevermore.
and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Al-Hayim.
Alahayim.
Al-Tam Yalaka.
Altham Yalaka.
Al-Takarat.
Al-Thakarat.
Al-Tashakwat.
Al-Tashqua.
Al.
Al.
Yahana.
Kayahana.
Al-Yabika.
Al-Yabika.
Hamyawan.
Yahamuyawan.
Wamashana.
Wamashanai.
Yaka.
Yaka.
Nashawa.
Nashawa.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Aimka.
Al-Aimaka.
Yaminyawa.
Al-Aimwa.
Sawad.
Sawad.
Wayatha.
Wayatha.
Ya'ai-Tagawa.
Ai-Tazawa.
Al-Tasbawanyika.
Al-Tazbawanyika.
Amawa. Slaki. Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakidam.
Wanakakidam.
Magalia.
Magalia.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yazakar.
Yashikar.
Shem Yasha'ala.
Shem Yasha'ala.
Aiwa.
Aiwa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Now Ai-Tagawa.
Ai-Tazawa.
Love Yakaba.
Babikad.
Ayaka.
Auyika.
Waryaka.
Baryakwa.
Karakwa.
Barakwa.
Al-Halia.
Ahawi.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Wayashma'alia.
Island.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagaria.
Wahagaria.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wamawan.
Wamawan.
Wamalak.
Wamalak.
Halashah.
Halashah.
Amyashabi.
I'm Yisabia.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gum Ashawar.
Gum Ashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Imam.
Imam.
Hayawa.
Haywa.
Zerwai.
Zerwai.
The Banya Lawat.
Abanya Lawat.
Selah.
Salah.
Ashalaham.
Ashalaham.
Gamadia.
Kanyabia.
Kasiyah Sara'ah.
Kasiyah Sara'ah.
Kiyabia.
Kiyabia.
Wanakar.
Wanakar.
Wayashwan.
Yashwan.
Nashamadwa.
Nashamadwa.
Bayandara.
Bayandara.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
La Daman.
La Daman.
Shayatamwa.
Sayatamwa.
Nadayabawa.
Nanyamowa.
Kara.
Kara.
Kazabat.
Kazaba.
Katazamanai.
Salamanai.
Kalnasi Yakamwa.
Kalnesia Kamwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amawa.
Mawa.
Naya Slaki. Naya Rashah.
Naya Rashah.
Nanawa.
Nanawa. Ah.
Nayawa.
Nawa.
Alhayy.
Alhayy.
Alhayam.
Alhayy.
Slaki Alhayah.
Alhayy.
Shayatamwa.
Sayatamwa.
Gagala.
The Gaga.
Kwash.
The Kwash.
The Panya Rakah.
Panya Lupaka.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Shaba Ira.
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 Wakala Haba.
Wakalaba.
Alahat.
Salahat.
Taryam.
Aryam.
Kun.
Khan.
Doradat.
Labadat.
What's Ira?
Was Ira.
What's so Papa?
Was Paka.
Tabahalam.
Abahalam.
Mala'ah.
Mala'ah.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Kalawan.
Palawan.
Waibakwash.
Waibakwash.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Waibahawa.
Waibahawa.
Aidai.
Ai.
Wayapara.
Waikaparwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayabadwa.
Waidaiwa.
Wayidaiwa.
Kayata.
Kayata.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Tabaka.
Baraka.
Ayawan.
All you want.
Alcohol Ratza.
Alcohol Rataza. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Below.
Below.
Thy enemies make a
Thy
tumult.
enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee.
They that hate thee.
And lift up the head.
And lift up their head.
And take crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy people.
And consult
And consult
against thy hidden one.
against thy hidden one.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come.
let's cut them off.
Let's cut them off.
For being a nation,
Being a nation.
the name of Israel,
The name of Israel.
no more
May
remember.
be no more remembered.
But they have consulted
For
together.
they have consulted together.
One consent.
One consent.
They are confederate
They are
against thee.
confederate against
The tabernacles of Edom,
the tabernacle of
the
Edom
Ishmaelites,
and the Israelites.
Moab,
Moab.
Hagareen,
Hagareen.
Baal,
Baal.
and Ammon,
And Ammon.
and Melech,
And Amalek.
Philistine,
Philistine.
the
inhabitants of Tyre. The inhabitants of Tyre. Usher also would join with them. Usher also would join with them. They are hoping the children of Lot. They are hoping the children of Lot. Selah. Who unto them? Who unto them? Unto the Midianites. To the Midianites. Sarah. So Jabin, broke Kison, his parents that endure. They became as dung for the earth. Made their nobles like Oreb, like Zeb, yea, all the princes of Sabbath, and that's our moon. Who said, let us take to ourselves the house of Yahweh in possession. Oh my power, make them like the wheel, as a stubble before the wind, as the fire burned for wood, and as the flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their face with shame. Let me seek thy name. Oh Yahweh. Let them be confounded. And trouble. Forever. Yea. Let them be put to shame. And perish. That men may know. Thou. Whose name alone. In Yahweh. Art the Most High. Of all the earth. The blessings in the Hebrew. Rakatah Yahweh. Yahweh Shai. Mama Yakala. Wa'alahayim. Mataz Aviyah. Alawap Yohana. Hasaranya. Akwatazanya. Akagayayu. Wahagwakim. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua. The Wada Aman. Pray for the blessings in the English. Bless you, Yahweh. And Yahweh Shai. And Michael. And the angels. Commander Yohana. Generals. Captain. The officers. Troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. Name Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it. Charge me the turn. Shall we be seated?
All right, clap it up. All right. Water for joining us. Once again, we are in the book of Exodus, chapter 8. Okay. I'll start up in the Hebrew. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 8, verse 1. Waya Amar Yahweh, Al Mashah, Ba'a, Al Pariah, Wa Amartha, Al Yawah, Ka Amar Yahweh, Shalak, Ath, I'm Yah, Waya Abadnaya. Verse 2. Wa'am, Ma'an, Atha, Lashalak, Hana, Anakia, Nagap, Ath, Kal, Gabawalka, Gabawalak, Ba Tazapar Dayam. Verse 3. Wa Sharataza, Hayar, Tazapar Dayam, Wa Awa, Waba Awa, Baba Yathka, Waba Kadar. Mashakabka, Wa'il, Matathka, Wabalyath. Wabab Yath, Abayaka, Wa Ba'imka, Wa Baf Nawar Yaka, Waba Mashar Wathyaka. Verse 4. Wabaka, Waba'imka, Wabakal, Ibadyaka, Ya'awa, Ha Tazapar, Ha Tazapar Dayam. Verse 5. Waya Amar Yahweh Al Mashah, Amar Al Aharon, Nata Ath, Yadka, Bamatka Al, Hana Haratha, Al, Hayaryam, Wa'al, Ha Agumyam, Waha'il, Ath, Ha Tazapardayam, Al, Harataza, Matazayam. Verse 6. Wayat, Aharon, Ath, Yadwa, Al, Mayumya, Matazarayim, Wathail, Ha Tazapardai, Wathakam, Ath, Aratazar, Matazarayim, in verse 7. Waya Aishwa, Khan, Ha Katarium, Balat Yaham, Waya Awa, Ath, Ha Tazapardayim, Al, Aratazar, Matazarayim.
All right. We have Exodus chapter 8, verse 1 in the English. And the Lord spake unto Moses, Go unto Pharaoh and say unto him, Thus saith the Lord, let my people go, that they may serve me.
Excellent. So continuing on from last week, you understand Moses is still trying to talk Pharaoh down, you understand, trying to convince him to let the Israelites go, you understand, so that they can they can serve the Most High God, you understand, just essentially get them back to their customs, you understand, and not serving the idols of the Egyptians.
Right. Verse 2. And if thou refuse to let them go, behold, I will smite all thy borders with frogs.
Okay, so now Moses is getting tougher now. You understand? He's talking real big. Hey, let my people go. As a matter of fact, Shalom. Matter of fact, if you don't do this, you understand? If you don't do this, there's going to be some more trouble coming your way. All right, Most High Christ. Mashallah, if you could make sure the microphone is on through the back. No, through from the plug, the water. Right.
Verse 3. And the river shall bring forth frogs abundantly, which shall go up and come into thine house, and into thy bedchamber, and upon thy bed, and into the house of thy servants, and upon thy people, and into thine ovens, and into thy kneading troughs.
All right, man. So just think. You understand? Like we said, we're talking tough now. Hey, man, if you don't let our people go, all right, they're going to be frogs everywhere. Everywhere, you understand? And if you've seen frogs, if you're used to frogs, you understand? One, frogs are very noisy, right? But also very slimy. Very slimy, you understand? You know, you can have a woman and a frog come out, you understand, and she is going to be scared straight. All right, it's not really a pleasant sight. So just think now, frogs are going to be everywhere. You can't get around them. You can't get away from them. You understand? All right, keep going. Please.
I was going to say, it even said in thy ovens. I mean, you can't even cook without frogs in your food. You know what I'm saying? Man. Imagine frogs in your oven. you burning frogs in your oven.
Right.
You're making it unusable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like a nuisance. This is one of them plagues where it's more like a nuisance. You know what I mean? It ain't maybe physically harming you, but it's such an annoyance that it's just frogs everywhere. You know what I mean? We get frustrated when we get around mosquitoes or fruit flies in your crib. Imagine frogs all in your crib. You know what I mean?
Right.
Verse 4. And the frogs shall come up both on thee and upon thy people and upon all thy servants.
Oh man! So now not only the frogs going to be in your closets, in your kitchens. You know what I'm saying? Now these frogs are going to be jumping all over you. They're going to be jumping all over you, all right? See how the scripture says, come up both on thee and upon thy people. You understand? And upon thy servants. So now, even Pharaoh's can't get around this. You understand? It's going to be everywhere where Pharaoh goes, all right? So Pharaoh can't be all tough and try to ignore it, all right? Keep going.
Verse 5, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying to Aaron, stretch forth thy hand with thy rod over the streams, over the rivers, and over the ponds, and cause frogs to come up upon the land of Egypt.
Oh man, here they come. They come. They are saying they coming out the streams, the rivers. They coming out of every body of water that you can think of. Frogs are going to be there. All right.
Verse 7. And the magicians did so with their enchantments and brought up frogs upon the land of Egypt.
Oh man! But now the magicians catch word of this, right? And the Egyptians try to copy it. Oh man, this ain't nothing. You know, we can do this too, right? Keep going.
Verse 8. Then Pharaoh called for Moses. Oh,
my apologies. We'll continue. Okay, let's continue on in the Hebrew. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 8, Verse 8 in the Hebrew. Waya Korah, Pariah, La Masha, Wala Arat, Slake, Wala Aharan, Waya Amar, Ha'if Yarwa, Al Yahweh, Waya Sar, Ha Tazapardayim, Mamanya, Wa Ma'imya, Slake, Wa Shalaka, Ha'im, Waya Zabakwa, La Yahweh, verse 9. Waya Amar, Mashah, La Pariah, Ha the Parar, Al Ya, Lamathia, Ifyar, Lak, Wala Ibadanya, Wa La Wala Ibadyaka, Wala Imka, La La Hakaryat, Ha Tazapardayim, Mamka, Wa Mabathyaka, Rock, Bayar, Tha'ar, Bayar, Thasha Arnaya, Thasha Arna. Verse 10, Waya Amar, Lamakar, Waya Amar, Kardabarka, Lama'ain, the Dai, Kaya Ayan, Kaya Hawa, Alayanwa, verse 11, Wasarwa, Ha Tazapardayim, Mamka, Wamabathyaka, Wa Ma'ibadhyaka, Wa Ma'imka, Rock, Bayar, Thasha Arna, in verse 12, Wayataza'a, Masha, Wa Aharan, Ma'im, Pariah, Waya Taza'ik, Masha, Al, Yahweh, Al, Debar, Ha Tazapardayim, Ashar, Sham, La Pariah, verse 13, Waya Aish, Yahweh, Kadabar, Masha, Waya Mathwa, Ha Tazapardayim, Man, Habathyam, Man, Ha Katazartha, Ha Katazaraf, Waman, Hashadath, and verse 14, Waya Tazabarwa, Atham, Kamaram, Watha Ba'ash, Ha'arataza.
All right. We are Exodus chapter 8, verse 8 in the English. Then Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron and said, entreat the Lord that he may take away the frogs from me and from my people.
Oh, so okay, so hey, Moses, why don't you go talk to your guy, you know what I'm saying? Speak on him on my behalf. You know what I'm saying? And I'm begging you, man. Hey, please, man, take these frogs away. All right. This is getting too much for my people. All right. You going?
And I will let the people go.
And I will, hey man, if you do this, I give you my word, man. I'm gonna let the people go. I'm gonna do right. You understand? Keep going.
That they may sacrifice, that they may do sacrifice unto the Lord.
And I'll let y'all go ahead and sacrifice to your God. Ain't you gonna worry about it no more. No harm, no foul. All right. Keep going.
Verse 9. And Moses said unto Pharaoh, glory over me.
Well, I'll be damned. Would you look at that? Right? Keep going.
When shall I entreat for thee and for thy servants and for thy people to destroy the frogs from thee and thy house?
So now when am I supposed to do this? You know what I'm saying? To destroy, get rid of this plague. You know what I'm saying? That right?
That they may remain in the river only.
Okay, so now when do you want me to do this? So now all the frogs are gonna go back into the waters, you understand? You won't have to worry about them coming at your kitchens, coming at your closets, you understand? Where you can't go nowhere without seeing them. All right.
Verse 10. And he said, tomorrow.
Okay. Hey, first thing in the morning, I got you. I give you my word. Tomorrow, man, you know what? We can do this thing. All right.
And he said, be it according to thy word.
Okay, be it according. I'm gonna hold you to this. You said tomorrow. I'm gonna hold you to it now. You're gonna let us go. All right.
That thou mayest know that there is none like unto the Lord our God.
All right. So now I'm gonna hold you to this now. And with you doing this, you are saying that there is no other God except for our God. You are saying that Hotel, Isurus, you understand? Anubis, any of them guys, they don't matter. You are agreeing that our God, the Most High God, Yahweh, is Him, right?
Right. And if I could, just to
Sweet.
go a little bit more, just to piggyback on what he said, what he said is so heavy because you got to think they got their gods and they got their enchantments and they got all their magicians.
Mhm.
Why couldn't they go to their magicians to get rid of the frogs?
Right.
So this is as him submitting, knowing the Lord is the God that's able to get rid of these. Whatever you believe in is not able to do that. But what Moses and the Israelites guys is, he's the one that's able to do this.
Right.
So that's why he said, you recognize the Lord as thy God. You know what I'm saying? As the Most High God, because they can't get rid of him. They got to go to Moses to get rid of him.
Mhm.
And that's even why Moses said, when you want me to do this. So the time that you said and agreed to is done because it's the Lord our God, the God of the Israels, the one that did it.
Absolutely.
Verse 11.
Mhm.
And the frog shall depart from thee, and from thy houses, and from thy servants, and from thy people. And they shall remain in the river only.
Okay. So now if you agree to this, we'll keep our word. You understand? Well, now the frogs are only going to be in the river. You understand? Only in the water. You ain't got to worry about them no more popping up on you and climbing on you and everything like that.
So I was just even thinking about it. Sometimes when you outside, maybe you live close to a body of water and you get annoyed by hearing all the, the crickets and the frogs out at night. You got to think, well, they try to go to sleep. The frogs is in their crib doing all that.
That's right. And also, if we can bring out something. Remember last week when we talked about the blood and the water and really how it was affecting the community and also the economy, right? So now guess what? The same thing is still happening,
right?
Because now you have all these frogs. Now guess what? You can't do business. You can't do business because of the sound. You can't do business because it's so crowded. So now even their chariots and whatnot, you can't move anywhere. You understand? You're pretty much stuck. All right. Because now your economy is shutting down. Like we said before, you understand the Most High is a man of war. You understand? And this is another war tactic against the people to shut down their community. All right. Keep going.
Verse 13. And the Lord did according to the word of Moses, and the frogs died out of the houses, out of the villages, and out of the fields. Verse 14. And they gathered them together upon heaps, and the land stank.
Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. So now, the frogs were supposed to be destroyed, you understand? And pretty much you're not gonna have to worry about it on climbing on you and everything like that. They're only gonna come out the river from now on, out the water. But in the meantime, between time, all these frogs that are here, they're just gonna die out. You understand? It's gonna be heaps and heaps of them. You understand? Look, and it says the land stank. The land stank. All right. Remember now, the land was already bad because of blood. You understand? There was blood everywhere, right? But now you got all these frogs. You understand? And it's just so bad. You understand? They can't stand it. All right. Very good. Keep going.
Verse 15.
Okay, we can do some more in the Hebrew. All right. So this is the book of Exodus, chapter 8 in the Hebrew, verse 15. Wayara, Pariah, Kaya, Ha Yatha, Hara Waka, Waha Kabad, Ath Labwa, Wala'a, Shamai, Alahum, Ka Ashar, Dabar, Yahweh. Verse 16. Waya Amar, Yahweh, Al Masha, Amar, Al Aharan, Nata, Ath, Matka, Haka, Wahak, Ath, Ipar, Ha'arataza, Wahaya, Lakanam, Bakal, Arataza, Matazarayim. Verse 17. Waya Aishwa, Khan, Wata, Wayat, Aharan, Ath, Yadwa, Bama Tawa. Wayaka. Ath. Ipar. Ha'arataza. Wathahaya. Ha Kanam. Ba'adam. Waba Bahama. Kal Ipar Ha'arataza. Haya. Kanayam. Bakal Arataza. Ma Tazarayim. Verse 18. Waya Aishwa Khan. Ha Karatamyam. Balat Yaham. Laha Wa Tazaya. Ath. Hakanyam. Wala'a. Yakawa. Wathaya. Hakanam. Ba'adam. Waba Bahama. Verse 19. Waya Armar Wa. Harkatam Wa. Sakit. Harkatamyam. Al. Pariah. Tazabai. Alahayam. Hawa. Waya Kazak. Lab. Pariah. Wala'a Shamai. Alahayam. Ka'ashar Dabar Yahweh. Verse 20. Waya Armar Yahweh Al Mashah. Hashakam. Babakwar. Waha Thaya Tazab. Lapanya. Pariah. Hana. Yawa Tazah. Hama Yama. Wa Armatha. Al Yawa. Ka. Amar Yahweh. Shalak. Imya. Waya Abad. Waya Ibadanya. In verse 11, so excuse me, verse 21. Kaya Ayanka. Mashalak. Ath. Imya. Hananya. Mashalyak. Bak. Waba Ibadyaka. There it is. Waba Imka. Wababathyaka. Ath. Ha-Ibar. Wa Mala'awa. Bathya. Matazarayim. Ath. Ha-Ibar. It's like Ha-Arab. Wagum. Ha-Adama. Ashar. Hum. Al-Ya.
All right, we at Exodus chapter 8, verse 15 in the English.
Mm-hmm.
But when Pharaoh saw that there was respite,
Now, real quick. Now, what is that word? Respite. Anybody heard that word before? All right. So now when we look it up, respite is another word for relief. All right. So now remember now, okay. So now another plague has passed. So now that there is relief from all the frogs, you understand? Frogs aren't climbing up, frogs aren't walking around, the frogs have died out. Then now there's relief for the economy. Keep going.
he hardened his heart.
Oh, look at that. So as soon as things got better, Pharaoh hardened his heart. Now remember how Officer Ricard brought out, that spirit of hardness, you understand? That spirit of, what was that that you said? Man, right? But he just had this spirit where, you know what? That nobody was going to tell him what to do.
Right.
Nobody was going to push him around because he is Pharaoh. He is king. You understand? He's not listening to nobody. It doesn't matter what happens.
Right.
All right. You understand? I'm pretty much going to die with the ship. You understand? Right. So now he sees this. As soon as he sees relief, you understand? Hey, I give my word. You know what I'm saying? Your God is the God of all gods. He's the be all. You understand? Just show some relief. You know what I'm saying? Have mercy on us, pretty much. And as soon as he did that, as soon as it happened, he turned his back. You understand? Always remember the scriptures. You understand? He come in peace, but war is in his heart. Right. You understand? Swords are still drawn. You understand? He had this in mind the whole time. He was ready for it. Right? And this is what the Most High was preparing Moses and Aaron for. You understand? Like, no matter what, I'm telling you, this man is still not going to have a change of heart. All right? Please.
Would you say that was like the spirit of Esau?
Absolutely, it would. Absolutely, that's the spirit of Esau. Esau has learned from the Egyptians. Esau has done a lot to copy the magicians. You understand? That's like that's why like you see that's why you see the pyramids on the dollar. You see them imitating Egyptians, right? With like European culture. Like when their parliament people have like the wigs. Right. That mimics the headdress of Pharaoh. You understand the monuments. They copy the Egyptians. That's why also the scriptures, I believe in Revelations, calls, saying like the spiritual Egypt. Right. You understand? And oddly enough, like blacks will see this Egyptian stuff and say, oh, well, Christianity copied it, saying it's ours. But really, it's not yours at all. It's just another heathen copying another heathen. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is, saying? Christianity, I also remember that Christianity, is white supremacy. But blacks don't know that. Blacks don't know that, but that's the beauty of the ISUPK. The ISUPK knows this, and it's spreading this truth out and teaching others.
Right. It looks like they think it's theirs and it came from them, not realizing, no, you the same Negroes that they done use that to slave, to enslave.
Right.
That's who you is. Mm-hmm. You the same ones that they use the same thing, the same blueprint to enslave you.
Right.
And to benefit off of your backs and your greatness, to make their kingdom great.
Right. Absolutely.
Just one last thing.
Please.
Like I noticed, like all the plagues, like the Pharaoh hit magicians, so-called wise men, they were able to copy the same thing that the Most High gave Moses and Aaron the power to do, but they're never able to reverse it.
Never. You're right. And we're going to see more on what the magicians can and cannot do in the scriptures. All right. Where we at? Verse 15. We just did verse 15.
Oh, yeah. We're still at the verse 15.
Please.
And hearken not unto them, as the Lord has said.
And
verse 16.
You see how the Most High told them. They're saying, hey, it doesn't matter. What happens, he is not going to listen. He's going to always have a hard heart. All right. Keep going.
Verse 16. And the Lord said unto Moses, say unto Aaron, stretch out thine rod. And smite the dust of the land, that it may become lice throughout all the land of Egypt.
So now smite the dust so that it can become lice. Now, now I realize I got a lot of black folks in here. But now, is anybody familiar with lice? You familiar with lice?
A lot. Yeah, only with the cave monkeys.
It's with the cave monkeys. Correct. Right. Mashallah. Microphone. Please, microphone.
It's like I remember back in elementary, the little white kids, they always used to have lice.
Mm-hmm.
They go play in the sand, they get in their hair and they don't wash it.
That's
right. They don't take baths anyway.
That's right. So essentially, lice is something that's associated with dirtiness, uncleanness. Yeah, right. Very good. So now you see how the Most High, how the Most High moves, right? So now remember, first remember now you have the blood that that essentially like stinks up the joint. Now we have frogs, that stinks up the joint. So now there's dirt, there's uncleanliness everywhere. So now, you know what? Now let's make all this dust here. Now let's just make it lice. Now it's gonna be on all the people now because you're unclean. You're just dirty everywhere, right? Yeah, I mean, how Mashallah said, he remembers, because the folks wouldn't bathe. They wouldn't wash themselves. Now, real quick, are the Egyptians able to bathe? Are they able to wash themselves? No, because they had the blood. They had the bloody waters. And then you have frogs everywhere, right? And then the Most High just moves, and now you have lice. So now here's another representation of your dirtiness and everything like that, and just really plaguing them, just keeping it going on them, right? Keep going.
Verse 17, and they did so, for Aaron stretched out his hand with his rod and smote the dust of the earth, and it became lice in man and in beast. All the dust of the land became lice throughout all the land of Egypt.
Ooh, wait. So now all this lice, these little bugs just eating them up. Just eating them up, you understand? It's like it's killing them, right? Let's now go to verse 18.
Verse 19.
No, verse 18. It's like
verse 18.
Mhm.
And the magicians did so with their enchantments.
Okay, so now Marshall brought up a good point. And saying talk about how the magicians always try to copy the Most High God. All right, so now here we see in verse 18, the magicians are trying to do the same thing. All right,
To bring forth life, it's like a lice, but they could not.
But what?
But they could not.
But what?
But they could not.
They could not. They couldn't do it. They couldn't copy after the Most High God. They tried doing it with the serpents, with the snakes. You understand? They tried to do it with the frogs, but now here come the lice, and they just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just too much power, right? You going?
So there were lice upon man and upon beast.
You understand though? Now Pharaoh is really seeing how powerless he is and how worthless his so-called wise men are. You understand? They can't protect them. They can't protect the economy. They can't protect the kingdom. Right?
Verse 19, then the magician said unto Pharaoh, this is the finger of God.
Oh, now the magicians, the wise men, you know what I'm saying? The people who give the Pharaoh intel and say, hey, we can't do nothing about this, sir. Matter of fact, this is the finger of God. This is just ain't that something? That's just the finger of God. All right. You're saying lights coming out, you know what I'm saying, where they can't do anything about it. All right.
And Pharaoh's heart was hardened, and he hearkened not unto them, as the Lord had said.
Oh man. Here it is again. You know what I'm saying? Even your wise men are telling you, your counsel is telling you, hey, we can't do nothing about this. That we're gonna have to take this L. This is it for us. You understand? And if Pharaoh still says, you know what? I ain't listening to nobody. I'm not listening to nobody because why? Because I'm God. I'm God. I'm the ruler of this kingdom. Nobody's going to push me around. Nobody's going to tell me what to do.
Right.
Understand? And we and blacks, Latinos, and Indians, we have to take a lesson from this. We got to take a lesson from this. You understand? Do you really want to follow after somebody that's not going to take sound counsel? You're going to follow somebody who's not practical. Like you see the war that's outside, and he's not trying to give you any provisions for it. Nothing at all. No guidance. He's just going to stand there and stand strong and say, "Oh, it doesn't matter. I got this." But you see everything. You see the things are falling, and it doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing goes for the Christian church. You know what I'm saying? Right now we have people who are following after Jamal Bryant. You saw how New Birth fell.
Right.
You saw how New Birth fell. And yet you still want to follow after that church. You still want to follow essentially the same type of preacher. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who is infeminate, you know what I'm saying, and closeted, you know what I'm saying, alternative lifestyle. But you're going to still go with, well, you know what? I'm saying God says I can't judge. You know what I'm saying it's not making any sense. You're going to continue to fall and make the same mistakes because you're not following sound counsel. Right. All right. Very good. Let's keep going.
Verse 20. And the Lord said unto Moses, rise up early in the morning and stand before Pharaoh. Lo, he cometh forth to the water, and say unto him, thus said the Lord, let my people go, that they may serve me.
All right. So now here we are. We're going to meet up with Pharaoh again. And really, you know what I'm saying, call him out. You know what I'm saying? Meet him right where he stands and show him, you know what I'm saying, who serves the true living God. All right.
Verse 21, else, if thou wilt not let my people go, behold, I will send swarms of flies upon thee, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, and into thy houses, and the houses of the Egyptians shall be full of swarm of flies, and also the ground wherein they are.
Oh man. Hey, if you don't let our people go, you've already dealt with blood. You had to deal with frogs. You had to deal with lice. Now, you don't let our people go. We're gonna send what, swarms of flies, right? Let's read that second part again. They say, okay, we're going to send swarms of flies and
And I will select it. Oh yeah. Verse 21. I will send swarms of flies upon thee, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, and into thy houses. And the houses of the Egyptians shall be full of swarms of flies, and also the ground wherein they are.
Oh wait. So they're going to send swarms of flies, and also the ground whereon they are. So what else is he going to send? Go ahead, sis. Huh? Okay, we're sending swarms of flies, and also the ground whereon they are. Go ahead. Well, go ahead, Marsar. What's he going to send?
That brings germs, like maggots.
Okay. Yeah, we got that. Go ahead, sis. He's gonna send like roaches. He's gonna say, see?
Roaches.
Yeah, think something bad now. See, that's what we're saying. Just think about this. When you read it, send swarms of flies. All right? Swarms of flies, and also the ground whereon they are. So now we're gonna have insects in the air and insects on the ground. It's gonna be everywhere.
Slovakia. Air Force and ground forces.
Everywhere. You cannot get around it. The Most High is really gonna he's gonna just make it so tough for you. You know what I'm saying? Because now if you had flies, now bugs are gonna be crawling up on you. Yes. Everywhere. You understand? Just think, if you were in a house, if you were in a house and it was already bad enough, right? Picture this. You're in a house. Now you have like trash. You got trash on the floor. All right. So now that's the dead stuff, right? Those are frogs. And then you got the dirt. So now you're itching everywhere. But now coming from the frogs, whenever you have dead stuff, what? Now you get flies. You get flies. Now you have to deal with that. Then you got roaches and such, centipedes, spiders crawling up on you. It's everywhere. You understand? And you cannot get around it. Please.
I was gonna say one thing I noticed with all these curses, and especially in this one right here, it always say in thy house and thy peoples and thy servants' houses. It'll never say the Israelites.
Never.
Even in this one, it say in the houses of the Egyptians. So you sitting here watching the Egyptians get all this done. You look over at the Hebrews that you putting in slavery, and it's not going in their crib. You know what I'm saying? So that's also to show you that the Lord is protecting his people during the time he's sending these plagues on the Egyptians.
Absolutely. All right. Very good. Very good. We can continue on in the Hebrew. Book of Exodus, chapter 8, verse 22 in the Hebrew. Wa ha paul yathya Bayawam ha-hawa ath arataza Gashan ashar I'm ya I'm ka al ya la labayath labalath ya Bayawath Sham I rob la ma'ain Thadai Kaya Anya Yahweh Bakwar Rob Ha'aratza. Verse 23. It's like it. Washamathya Padath Bayan Imya Wabayan Imka Lamakar Yahaya Ha'ath Hazah. Verse 24. Wayaish Yahweh Khan Wayabah Irab, Kabad, Bayatha, Pariah, Wabayath, Ibad Yawa, Wabakal, Arataza, Matazarayan, Tha Shakath, Arataza, Bapanya, Irab, verse 25, Wayakura, Pariah, Al Mashah, Wala Aharan, Waya Amar, Lakwa, Zabakwa, La'a, it's like a La Alahayakam, Ba'aratza. Verse 26, Waya Amar, Masha, La'a, Nakawan, La Aishwath, Khan, Kaya, Thawa, Ibath, Matazarayim, Nazabak, La Yahweh, Ala Hainawa, Han, Nazabak, Ath, Thawa, Ibat, Ath, Thawa, Ibath, Matazarayim, La Ayan Yaham, Wala'a, Yasakwal Nawa. In verse 27, Darak, Shalatha, Yamayam, Nalak, Bamadabar, Wazabak Nawa, La Yahweh, Alahanawa, Ka'ashar, Ya'amar, Al Yanawa.
All right, we in Exodus, the 8th chapter, verse 22. And I will sever in that day the land of Goshen, in which my people dwell, that no swarms of flies shall be there.
Now, it is just what Officer Ricard was talking about. He even doubled down. Now, first, you already saw, right, that, okay, all this is going to happen to the Pharaoh, to his servants, to his kinsmen, to his countrymen. It's going to happen all over there, all in the land of Egypt, right? And then he even doubles down and brings it to Pharaoh's attention. You understand? Now you're going to see that everything is happening to you is not happening to my people.
Right.
My people are going to sit there and they're going to have a drink and they're going to enjoy themselves. Understand? Because here's something else to think about, right? While y'all are suffering over there, guess what? My people are resting. My people are resting right now. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because they can't work. They can't work, right? The water was bad. You got what? You got frogs everywhere. You got flies everywhere, insects. You got bugs. Man, I mean, hell, y'all covered in lice. We can't be around y'all. And now since y'all don't want to give us the time off so we can go serve our God. Now God gave them the time off. You understand? And he's showing Pharaoh that how everything is divided. It's only going to affect him. Continue on.
To the end thou mayest know that I am the Lord in the midst of the earth.
I am the Lord. Your guys ain't nothing. It's me. I'm him, not you. All right, keep going.
23, and I will put a division between my people and thy people. Tomorrow shall this sign be.
And now you're gonna see for yourself. You understand how my people are enjoying themselves and your people are suffering. You can't get around it. Marva Sar?
That sounds like, y'all say, in today's time, like you think about the Great Depression, we were straight.
We were.
Everybody else was suffering.
Very good. Very good.
They were suffering.
That's right. Clear division.
Right.
Clear division. Very good. Absolutely. Continue on.
Verse 24, and the Lord did so, and there came a grievous swarm of flies into the houses of to the house of Pharaoh.
Ooh, look, hey, they said a grievous swarm of flies. You understand? Grievous swarm of flies, right? I mean, that thing was getting bad. That thing's good. Hey, has anybody ever heard of a horsefly? Heard of a horsefly, right? So now this supposed to be like a lot bigger than like regular like housefly, right? And what's the thing about horseflies? They bite. They sting you. You know what I'm saying? Like a housefly, just annoying and everything. But a horsefly will actually attack you. In a sense. Now just think if you had something like that, a grievous swarm of flies. You know what I'm saying? Just flying all around you, stinging you, biting you and everything like that. You can't see. You can't get around nothing. You can't work. You can't play. All you can do is just suffer. Right? You know what I'm saying? So just think here. With all these plagues, the Most High really brought hell on earth. That was hell. He put the Egyptians through hell. You know what I'm saying? Like they had never seen before. never experienced. And what are his people doing? Resting, enjoying themselves. You know what I'm saying? Seeing how the Most High God is fighting for them. You continue on.
And into his servants' houses, and to all the land of Egypt. The land was corrupted by reason of the swarm of flies.
Ooh, the land was corrupted. The land is no good now. You understand? Because of all these plagues. Everything that's happening to them. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? Egypt is not the powerhouse they once were. All right? All in a few days. Understand? Keep going.
Verse 25, and Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron, and Pharaoh called for Moses and for Aaron and said, go ye, sacrifice to your God in the land.
Oh, man. Hey, come on. Hey, Moses. Come on, Aaron. Hey, all right. I've had enough. That's it. That's all I can stand, and I can't stand no more. All right? Just, hey, go ahead, man. Go ahead and sacrifice. Go ahead. Do what you got to do. All right?
26. And Moses said, it is not meet so to do.
I'm not so sure about that. I'm not so sure about that, you know. I can't really trust what you're saying. Keep going.
For we shall sacrifice the abomination of the Egyptians to the Lord our God. Lo, shall we sacrifice the abominations of the Egyptians before their eyes, and will they not stone us?
You see? So now, you know what I'm saying, we're going to sacrifice, you know what I'm saying, right in front of y'all. That what you want us to do? You sure about that? Because I'm not. Because I can't trust your word. You've already, you know what I'm saying, you've already lied. You know what I'm saying? You said, you know what I'm saying, you let us go, then you changed your mind. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know you're not feeling us right now. You don't like us, you don't want to be around us. Now, can I trust the fact that you're going to keep your word and let us sacrifice? And you're not going to attack us? Why would I believe you? You understand? And this also goes to show you something else. What the scripture says, to never trust thy enemy. We see it right here with Pharaoh. We see it right here with Moses and Pharaoh.
Right.
Moses is not trusting him. You understand? But now Christianity is going to tell us to go ahead and trust our enemy. Christianity is going to say, well, you know what? No, they've had enough. You know what I'm saying? That we shouldn't judge. Everybody falls short. You understand? Sometimes we just have to know that it just is what it is. And these people, some people are just never going to change. They're never going to change. You know what I'm saying? And that's who Pharaoh showed Moses who he was. You know what I'm saying? And Moses believed him.
Right.
He believed him. Once Pharaoh showed his colors, Moses believed him. You know what I'm saying? And governed himself accordingly. All right, keep going.
27. We will go 3 days journey into the wilderness and sacrifice to the Lord our God as he shall command us.
Okay, so tell you what. All right, okay, we're gonna leave. We're gonna leave, but we're gonna go somewhere where it's gonna take us at least 3 days to get there. A long way from you, so that we can be at peace and we can sacrifice to our God as he commanded us. All right.
Verse 28, and Pharaoh said, I will let you go that ye may sacrifice to the Lord your God in the wilderness. Only ye shall not go very far away. Entreat for me.
So now, after all that, they caused all this trouble. Pharaoh still wants them there. Isn't that something? You see how, do you understand how much damage was done to the Egyptian economy by the Most High God for the Israelites? But Pharaoh still wanted them there. Why? Why would he still want them there? I mean, all this. I mean, just think all this revolt, all this rebellion. But Pharaoh was still wanted them to come. Even he said, "Okay, you know what? I'm fine. I'm gonna give you some time off." But he still wanted them there. Mashallah, please.
I would say he needed that slave labor. He needed to be over people to beat them down and build out all the, do all the labor. You know what I'm saying? That's
Absolutely.
why he won the league. Just just if I could real quick, kind of like your oppressor is today. You know what I'm saying? He hates your guts, but he needs you to come in there and punch that clock every day.
Absolutely.
You know he give you a little break. He give you a little weekend, one day off or something like that. But you pretty much working 60 to 80 hours a week. So
absolutely. Very good. You understand? So now you see here, so now, despite all this, Pharaoh's still a businessman. How Mashallah say, he's still a businessman. You understand? Yeah, he's going to let you go, but you're going to come back. And saying why? Because he needs that labor. He needs that labor, you understand? Just think, like, remember now, all the great civilizations had us there. You know what I'm saying? We built the city. You know what I'm saying? We made America great. We made Rome great. We made Egypt great. You know what I'm saying? Pharaoh knows this. And Pharaoh is not trying to let that go. All right? No matter what. Sis? Give her a hand. Give her a hand. Right. That's right. They're too lazy. They're not going to do it. Marshall, Marisar.
You know, without us, they know their economy will crumble. Nothing will get built.
Absolutely.
You know, they'll lose power.
Absolutely. They'll lose power. You understand me? And Marshall say, you understand, they need somebody to be over.
Right.
That's just how they are. All right. Very good. Keep going. If we can just finish all in the English.
Verse 29. And Moses said, Behold, I go out from thee, and I will entreat the Lord that the swarm of the flies may depart from Pharaoh, from his servants, and from his people tomorrow. But let not Pharaoh deal deceitfully anymore in not letting the people go to sacrifice to the Lord.
All right. So now Moses said, all right, we're gonna go. I'm gonna talk to my God. We're gonna have a conversation. And I'm gonna ask him to show mercy and to stop this plague. But don't let it be where I do this for nothing. Don't go back on your word. Don't go back on what you already done it before.
Right.
You already done before. I mean, you've done it several times. But I'm gonna take you at your word. I'll take you at your word. But you see what he does though? He calls them out. Calls them out.
Right.
He doesn't say, well, you know what? Maybe it'll be different this time. Maybe it'll be different. Maybe he'll finally show some respect. You understand? But no. But what does he do? Moses called out Pharaoh for his crime. He called out his deception. Right? And ironically, that's what the ISUPK does. ISUPK calls out the oppressor on his crimes and on his deception.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Does not let him get away with it.
Right.
Moses did this. Moses was doing this back then. He was not going to let the oppressor get away with his deception. All right? Very
Verse
good.
30, and Moses went out from Pharaoh and entreated the Lord. Verse 31, and the Lord did according to the word of Moses, and he removed the swarm of flies from Pharaoh, from his servants, and from his people, that there remained not one.
And there remained not one. You understand? He made it like it didn't even happen. You understand? They didn't have to worry about the flies no more, no roaches, none of that stuff. Everything was fine. All right? Continue on.
Verse 32, and Pharaoh hardened his heart at this time also. Neither would he let the people go.
Oh, Lord. He did all that. And what happened? Soon as there was some relief, Pharaoh said, I don't know what you're talking about. Right. I didn't say that. And he lied. He lied, you understand? He went back on his word. All right? But of course, the Most High prepared us for this. Most High said this was going to happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But sometimes we have to take that, learning from these plagues. Sometimes we have to go down those rough roads. You know what I'm saying? Because the Most High has told us before, hey, this is going to happen. I'm trying to tell you, listen to me. You know? But somehow we still end up falling for the okie doke. You know what I'm saying? Falling for the banana tailpipe. But the point of these scriptures is showing, showing the history, but also showing like some of the mistakes that our people made. and let's learn from them. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing we're seeing the good thing. We're seeing how Moses called out his oppressor. We're seeing how Moses stood up to his oppressor and stood up for his people. You know what I'm saying? But also we're seeing that Moses at times might have believed Pharaoh. You know? It's like, you know what, we're gonna see what happens. You know? But in the end, we can see that we should never trust our oppressor. Right. You know what I'm saying? Moses did the same thing. Moses called him out, but Moses still didn't trust him at all. All right? Those time Christ. Did we have any other? We come to the end of the chapter. Do we have any other questions or comments? All right. Those time Christ. I see my brother from Alabama, not the shy, is with us. Those time Christ. Good to see you, brother. How about you, Mashah Brakatah? All right. Who else we got online with us? Okay, Most High Christ, Rod. Good to see you, brother. Hey, my man, the destroying angel, Qatar, man. Great work, brother. Great work, man. All right, brother Charles. It's good to see you, man, from Jacksonville, man. But I need you in the building, man. I'm not gonna let up, man, because I ain't see you at Passover, brother. Come on, man. Come on now. All right. Okay, Roland. Good to have you again for class. Excellent. Excellent work. Hey, of course, man. The work of God himself, mashallah, in the building. All right. My refuge. Absolutely. All right. So the Lord in the building. Okay. Okay. All right, Parakwa. She checked in with us. Most High in Christ. Good to have you, sis. Oh, okay. Okay. All right, young man, Kaden. Excellent. All right. Officer Halak in the building. Most High in Christ. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Excellent. Okay, my sister Yaquar from Texas. Excellent. Most High in Christ. And we had our sister Ma'adana full of grace in the building. Okay. I got young man A. Xavier. He checked in with us as well. Excellent, man. Good to have everybody. Man, my brother, Officer Marasar. Man, once again, it's good to have everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to see y'all. You know what I'm saying? And for everybody, you know what I'm saying, who checked in, who's online, please like the video. You know what I'm saying? Share the class. You know what I'm saying? Let's really push this truth and get this thing out of here, you know what I'm saying, so that more people can learn, all right, and get out of that Christian church and whatever ideology they're a part of, all right? Most High Christ. And with that, Amaja.
La Yashala.
Excellent. All right, Israel, Amaja, and we prepare for the reading of the prayers. Panya Hakudam means to face the east. And Sar, we return.
This is the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Lawaka. Taba'ah. Zaka. Hayah. Aisha. Baratza. Kawah. Hayah. Bashemayim. Talanawa. Lakam. Kal. Yawam. Kasalaknawa. Kabawafnawa. Kasalaknawa. Kabawafyanawa. Mala'ah. Tabianawa. Bansaya 1. Abba. Arshanawa. Mayan. Ra. Hayah. Zakah. Malako. Wahala. Ratapara. Lavalami. Aman.
Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father,
Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done
Thy will be done
in earth
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts,
Forgive us our
as
debts.
we forgive our debtors.
We forgive our debtors.
Lead us not
Lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation,
but deliver us
but deliver us
from evil. For thine is the kingdom,
thine is the kingdom
and the power,
and the power
and the glory,
and the glory
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it. The prayer for the power, the Hakak in the Hebrew, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashim Yahushua.
Hashem Yahshua.
Babu Kushah.
Kusha.
Dalanawa.
Dalanawa.
Hakak. Hakak.
Hakak.
Lafra.
Afra.
Kamakala.
Kamakala.
Kamarwa.
Kamarwa.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Latar.
Atar.
Kamatazarai.
Abatazarayim.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Lahakim.
Hakim.
Hamakim.
Makim.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Awakawa.
Awakawa.
Tamala.
Tamala.
Agarshun.
Agarshun.
Bashim Yahushua.
Hashem Yahshua.
Wadamun.
Prayer for the power in the English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hashem Yahshua.
Bashim Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the
The
power.
power to heal
Try to heal.
all men of sickness.
All men of sickness.
All men of disease.
All men of disease.
Power to cleanse the lepers.
Try to cleanse the
Power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
Power against unclean spirits.
Try to get unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
Cast them out.
Name your house side.
Name Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. The blessed Israel in the Hebrew, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashim Yahushua.
Hashem Yahshua.
Rakanawa.
Rakanawa.
Wayashala.
Vayashala.
Wahapiyah.
Wahabayah.
Safari.
Safari.
Bashim Yahushua.
Hashem Yahshua.
Wadamun.
Wadaman. Very blessed Israel in the English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Name your house side.
Name Yahushua.
Bless us
That's us.
and Israel.
Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
Name your house side.
Name Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Al-Faharia.
Ahari.
Mayan.
Maya.
Yaba'ah.
Yabah.
Azariah.
Sorry.
Azariah.
Sorry.
Ma'ayim.
Ayin.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Asha.
Shemaiah.
Shemayim.
Waratazah.
Waratazah.
Ayathan.
Ayathan.
Namawat.
Lamawat.
Galka.
Galka.
Alyanawam.
Alyanawam.
Shamarka.
Shmarka.
Anala'a.
Anala'a.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yeshun.
Yeshun.
Shomar.
Sharmar.
Yashala.
Yashala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shmarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Zalka.
Zalka.
Awyad.
Awyad.
Yanka.
Yanka.
Yomam.
Yamumam.
Hashemash.
Hashemash.
Ayakaka.
Ayakaka.
Wayarat.
Wayrak.
Layla.
Lion.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shmarka.
Kalrai.
Kalrai.
Yashmar.
Yashmar.
Pashka.
Pashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashmar.
Yashmar.
Hazaka.
Hazaka.
Hawaika. Slaki Maita.
Mayatha.
I Awalon.
I belong. Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up my eyes to the hill.
I lift up my eyes to the hill.
From whence cometh my help?
From which come my help?
My help comes from Yahweh.
Help coming from Yahweh.
Which made heaven and earth.
It's made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer that foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth
will
thee
not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
How is thy keeper?
Yahweh is thy keeper.
How is thy shade upon thy right hand?
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Lord, Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
To preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going
and
out
thy coming in.
and thy coming
This time forth,
in. This time forth,
even forevermore.
even forevermore. Psalm 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Altam Yalaka.
Altam Yalaka.
Al Takarash.
Al Takarash.
Al Tashikwat.
Al Tashwa.
Al.
Al.
Yahana.
Yahana.
Al Yabika.
Al Yabika.
How many one?
How many you want?
Wamashana'a.
We're not Mashna'ah.
Yaka.
Yika.
Nasha'awa.
That's our.
Ra'at.
Ra'at.
Al Imaka.
Al Imaka.
Yamin Yawa.
Yabwa.
Sawad.
Sawad.
Wayata.
Waita.
I Tagawa.
I Tadawa.
Al Tazbawanya.
Al Tazawanyaka.
Amarwa.
Marwa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakina.
Wanakakina.
Galia.
Daya.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yatakar.
Ashikar.
Shem Yasha'awa.
Shem Yasha'al.
Aiwa.
Aiwa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
I Tagawa.
I Tadawa.
Labikabla.
Labikabla.
Ali.
Kaya.
Wayapa.
Waryakya.
Karafla.
Arafra.
Hawaya.
Wahawa.
Arawam.
Arawam.
Wayashma'alaya.
Waitasi Aliyah.
Mawa'aba.
Wawa'aba.
Wahagaria.
Wahagari.
Ball.
Ball.
I'm one.
I'm one.
I'm a lot.
I'm a lot.
Alasha.
Alasha.
I'm Yishabi.
I'm Yisabi.
Tazawar.
Of the war.
Gum Ashawa.
Gum Ashawa.
Nalawa.
Alawa.
Imam.
Iman.
Hayawa.
Ayawa.
Flaki. Hayawa.
Ayawa.
Zerawai.
Zerwa.
Nabanya Lawat.
Abanya Lawa.
Sayla.
Salah.
Aisha Laham.
Aisha Laham.
Madya.
Madya.
Kasiya Sarah.
Asiya Sara'ah.
Yabya.
Yabya.
On the call.
On the car.
Riyashwa.
Yashua.
Samadi.
Ashamadya.
Bayandara.
Ayandara.
Hayawa.
Ayawa.
Iman.
Iman. Adama.
Say Thumwa.
Say Thamwa.
Let the Yamu.
The Yabya.
Kara.
Kara.
Because of Ba.
Because of Ba.
Zabat.
Because of Ba.
Because of Zamanai.
Zalmanai.
Found not see come.
Kande sa Kamwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amawa.
Amawa.
Naya Rashad.
Naya Rashad.
Anawa.
Alawa.
Ah.
Ah.
Nayawa.
Awa.
Alhayim.
Alhayim.
Alhaya.
Alhaya.
Say Thumwa.
Say Thamwa.
Kagalgala.
Kagalgala.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Napanya.
Banya.
Bakar.
Bakar.
Kaash.
Kaash.
Nabari Ira.
Abiya Iva.
Wakala Haba.
Kalaba.
Kalahat.
Alahat.
Ariam.
Ariam.
Gun.
Khan.
Abadama, Osiris, also Apostle, Abahalam, Panyaham, Palawan, Bakwasha, Shamka, Yahweh, Bashwa, Bahawa, Waya Parwa, Waya Abadu, Waya the Iowa, Kayata, Shamka, Yahweh, Baka, Al Yawan, Alka Ratza.
Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
Be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Below. Thy enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
They that hate thee. Lift up the head. And take crafty counsel against thy people. And consult against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come. Let's cut them off. Be the nation. The name of Israel. No more remembrance. But they have consulted together. With one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom. And the Ishmaelites. Moab. The Hagarenes. The Baal. And Ammon. And Amalek. Philistines. With the inhabitants of Tyre. Assure also a joint with them. They have opened the children of Lot. Selah. Do unto them. Unto the Midianites. Sister Sarah. Sister Ben. For Kison. As perished in Endor. They became as dawn for the earth. Made the nobles like a ram. Like thieves. Yea. All the princes. At Sabbath. And that's our moon. Who said, let us take to ourselves the house of Yahweh in possession. Oh, my power. Make them like the wheel. And stumble before the wind. As the fire burns wood. And the flame set mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest. Make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their face with shame. Let me seek thy name. Oh, Yahweh. Let me be confounded and trouble forever. Let me put to shame and perish. Make me know that thou came alone. In Yahweh art the most high of all the earth.
The blessings in the Hebrew. Rakatah Yahweh. Yahweh Shai. Hamiyakala. Alahayim. Tatsabiyah. Alawap Yohana. Alawapim. Hasaranya. Akwadzayanya. Akaya Yahya. Wa'akwakim. Yahweh. Hashem Yahweh. Wadaman.
The prayer for the blessings in the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai. And Michael. And the angels. The manager Yohana. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. And Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it. Stars means the turn. Sorry means be seen. All right, and with that, we'll pass the class off to Priest Officer Marshall.
Shalom Israel, this is the ISUPK security announcements. With the ISUPK started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Roof for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10. Ma'ashra means 10th in the Hebrew, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. The next upcoming holy convocation, we're in the Feast of First Fruits, and that ends June 8th. Remind Akim and Akwak to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boot shirts pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, we give the brothers a courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amajim. Amajim Shabbat. Amajim. Barak. Yahweh Shem Yahushua Brakatham. Which means in the Hebrew, may the Lord bless you in the name of Christ. Salakia. That's right. Okay, Salakia. Men of Israel, Yashmatah. Sar, which means turn. We get the sisters one courtesy to salute. Sisters Majin. All right, brothers Majin Shabbat. Oh, get your hands ready. Brothers Majin Shabbat. Majin, Barak, Yahweh Shamar Alathan by Hashem Yahushua. What that means in the Hebrew is Lord watch over you in the name of Christ. Yashmatah, hands down, class dismissed.
I got you.